In general, though, the things that she hits you with, she's not very damaging, to be honest. The way you have to play her is you actually poke your opponent to death. Like, you straight up, you poke them to death. She has pretty hard to react to overhead. It's not that it's unreactable, but it's hard for all the other stuff options she has. She has a pretty hard overhead to look out for, right? With good damage, 7%. If you're pairing it with the sweep, that's safe. People are often looking for the sweep, and it has pretty good range on it too. So you kind of poke the opponent a lot, right? Really good, right? We'll go back to the screen. Oh yeah, sorry. There's one more corner combo I wanted to show you. My bad. In the corner, she can actually combo after this, like no matter what. It's kind of hard, but you can get it. It's really good. You can get this timing down. Like you just gotta like be in a grill and do it. It's really nice. I just gotta get the timing down. Fuck. Yeah. See that? You can start shit. Yeah, you can just do whatever you need. You can do that if you land the low in the corner, right? Which is really nice. Really nice. Now, we're gonna go over her individual variations. So, this variation I think is her best variation, which is Buzzed, but it's also her hardest, right? And this is also why she's one of the hardest characters in the game. Because the way she goes about hitting the opponent is constantly poking them to death and setting up a lot, right? So like I said, your poke game is like, okay. Your down one, it has phenomenal range on it, but it's 8 frames. Your fastest button as down one is 8 frames. So you have to be very careful, right? One of her benefits, though, is that she does have a safe special. If you meet a brain that is safe. No character comes on the shot, right? So that means she actually has a real down one mind game where if you try to counter poke, like an opponent tries to, like if they block your down one, like let's say I set her to do this, right? If I block that and I try to down one, I'll get fucking punched in my face instantly, right? And it's reasonably plus too. Like you can hiccup burn that too, which is nice. Like it's decently plus if they get hit by it. Like let's say I set them to randomly get hit by it, right? Like I can hit confirm that you're plus like 13 if you get hit by it, and you see them block it, you just meter burn it to be safe. So blocking it, you meter burn it to be safe, and you get hit by it, you just you run with the advantage, which means you can start setting up a throw game, which she gets to check you with a 4-2 on meaty if you do it properly. Yeah, if you do it properly, you can actually dash up. I'm sorry, I'm bad. You can actually dash up and do it. It does, yeah. The move does really good shit. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it does really, really good shit. It's really good at. This is one of your best moves at like just taking away their last breath, chip avoided, and like instantly you just get rid of it instantly. It does mad chip and you can hit. It's just gone, right? And like I said, you keep constantly poking them to death at like this range because you don't want to be any closer unless you have things to move with, right? And so here's how she moves with it, right? She has projectiles, which they're okay. They're not the worst, but they're not the greatest either, right? She has this little puddle as well that she can use as setups. This is them both for variations. She can use it as setups. You can actually fuck with people by delaying it. I don't recommend it, but the option is there. The option is there to delay that and like let it rock if people are sleeping. You can like delay it. Delay the meter burn. See that? You can how much delay you can put onto it. It's really nice, right? Another one of her big traits is that she has one of the best anti-airs in the game. Like her down 2 and her standing 1 is really good, her down 2 is really good, and her down forward 2 is godlike, right? If an opponent tries to jump at you and you do this, they're just getting beat out, right? Every time. You're just getting beat out. And then on top of that, if they click a button, you actually get the crushing blow them. And you get a really nice combo from it. Like that's mad life, right? Like that's pretty much half your life instantly. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's half your life instantly, right? Just because they opt to jump at you. It's such a good one. It's so good. Can we cash out? Go ahead and cash out. Really fucking good damage. In the corner, that was 55%. In the corner, you can do something like this. You can give even more health if you read them and try to jump out the corner. When you're playing the spaces in. Oh, sorry. Yeah, she gets an entire combo from it in both variations. This move exists in both variations. So she can like rob you pretty quickly just because you decide to jump at her, right? It's pretty cheap. So you just understand, like every single time you jump at her, you're essentially playing with your life bar. Like every time, you're essentially playing with your life bar if you decide to jump at her. So yeah, that's one of her biggest traits. Like I said, her down 2 is really fucking good too. I love using her down 2. It's really nice. Get her crossing it as well. But that was like her thing, even in MKX. Her down 2 was like phenomenal, right? So now we're gonna get into why she's so technical. She has these little setups that she can do, right? After about a couple of frames, this will come out and hit the opponent, right? You need to have the mentality to know when to take some hits so that you can get trade combos with people, and when to confirm that you're going to get a punish so that you can commit to some of your strings. Because if they get hit by that bug, you'll get an entire combo from that, right? You instantly get an entire combo. Oh my god, thank you so much, King Richard, for listening. But you instantly get an entire combo if the opponent elects to get hit by that bug, right? It's really nice. You can just keep setting them back up for another. She has another one, right? And this is good for catching, for walling people off, right? If you need to stop people from getting in, you can put this down in front of you, and they have to wait for that. Because they have to wait for that bug, that means you can start setting up other bugs to like control all that space. Like you see all that space just gets controlled for free. It's really nice. Or if you really need to trap your opponent, thank you for subscribing, Richard. So if you really need to trap your opponent too, you can also do something like this, right? She can meter burn it. And like this is pretty much like free space control. You can pretty much go in for free. Or you can take this time to use all this space to get in instead of other bugs and start doing shit with it, right? The biggest premise behind her bugs is to keep her safe or to continue to establish pressure. So the most consistent way you can get setups mid-screen with her is this starter, right? You just land something like this, and that gives her the most plus frames to work with on Oki. It's a pretty rudimentary setup. You give up some damage for the setup, but after a couple of frames, that will become active. So you asking yourself, why would I give up all this damage for a setup, right? This is where Devora becomes a really good character. I'm just turn get mode on. I'm gonna leave it at random, okay? Oh, sorry. Is it on? Oh, sorry. It's not on. So I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna leave it really at random, right? I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna try to check him on meaty. That bug will cover every single last wake up the opponent has. Every single one. It does not matter what it is. If they elect to wake up with anything, it will cover it. Like they're getting hit, as you can see. They're like, I got thrown, right? But like, you're plus enough that you can still meet it. What the fuck? How did you beat me out? That was weird. But you're plus 17 after this, right? So you can literally do whatever you want after that, right? They pretty much have to take the bug, essentially. Like you have to take the bug. Even if you wake up attack with an invincible attack, sometimes you might even get punished, right? An eviction kick. This is a fully invulnerable wake up, right? If I time this properly, I should be able to punish it. It's a little bit harder mid-screen though, that's for sure. Even with me getting hit by that, he has to still block that. No matter what, the bug is coming out. The way her bugs work is that if you hit her on a certain frame before the bug, like literally it poops out a bug. That's straight up what it does, right? You summon a bug that poops out another bug. If you hit her before that bug gets pooped out, the bug will die. And I'll demonstrate this. I just literally controlling Nightwolf. I'll just have her just do that. I'll have her do that. If I hit her, it won't become active and it will just die. Right? It won't become active and die. However, if she meter burns it, it will come out no matter what. Which is, if you have to hit her before the bug even hits the ground. If she meter burns it, and you don't hit the bug before it actually hits the ground, like if you don't hit it before it hits the ground, like you see how it's exploding like that, it's active now. No matter what, it's going to become active. They're gonna come attack you. That's her best trait, is that if she can set up the meter burn, you actually have to stop. Like straight up, you have to stop moving or you will get hit. And if you get hit, then she gets to start more of her set play, right? Let me go back to her. See, the fact that you have to stop is so much for Devora. That means she can start her mind games and her mix-up games. She can also approach her game plan safely too, right? So let's say we're doing it on Oki, right? He wakes up with that, whatever, I'm going in. You have to block that, right? So no matter what, I'll take the wake up, whatever. I accept that I'm getting a turn though. On top of that, I can just opt to take your wake up. I can still block you. I can jump. I can jump too. I'm like that plus, or I can jump your wake up too. And just keep the set play going. I can just jump right over you, and then improvise a combo from that. A lot of her things with Divorce, you have to be really good at improvising with her. Like you have to know how your bug works, and like how to pressure with it, and like things like that, right? Now, let me show you her best. Like I said, why her best tool is in this variation, which is meter burn bug. So, the setups that she gets in bugs, like for example, like this is unsafe, right? However, if I do this, right, that's rather safe, right? And that also kept him standing, right? If you time it correctly, you can do this. Oh, sorry. Let's say I set him the auto block, right? You can do things like this. They have to take that. Even though this move is minus 15, because the bug is coming and hitting them afterwards, that makes you plus. You are now plus on block. Which means things that were typically unsafe are no longer unsafe, right? Like that's real pressure. That's straight up, that's real pressure that you have to take. Because of that, she can start establishing her throw game from it. You block that, then she can start throwing you, establishing her mind games and shit after that, right? She makes things that are typically unsafe, safe or plus. Like, that's now plus. That overhead by itself is minus 16. But if you set it up properly, now it's plus. Now it is plus. Because the bug hit later. And I recovered, while they're blocking the bug, I recovered from my minus 16. Right? So, with that being said, she also gets access to combo routes that she typically wouldn't have before, if you understand how the terminology of NRS works, right? For example, off of that, I typically don't get anything, right? However, if my bug is ready, I can hit them and keep the setups going all day. I can keep the setups going, right? I can check them with the overhead. I can get a combo off my sweep if I time it properly. If I time it properly, I can definitely get a combo off my sweep. And you can go with it. You can do things like this as well. This by itself does not combo. It does not combo at all, right? But if there's a reason for the opponent to ever just get hit by that, that now combos because of how the bug hits them later and keeps them in that stun game, right? She can get unblockable setups from this as well, right? And this is one of her main game plans, to unblockable the opponent to death in this variation. She can set this up. Whether they tech that or not, they are taking that guaranteed, no matter what. If they try to tech that throw or not, they're taking that guaranteed if you time it perfectly, right? If you time it, they have to take that, straight up. They can't stop that. Even if they try to jump out, like if they try to jump away or something like that. Sorry. My voice is kind of going in and out. So even if they like try to jump away or something like that, right? You set it up, try to grab them, they get hit, right? They just get hit. It's a really cheap setup, right? Try to grab them, you can get a combo from it, right? It's not very much, but you're supposed to keep the set play going because it covers all wake-ups, right? So, because of that, she can it makes all of her pressure really, really interesting. You can really improvise with how her pressure system works because of how that bug hits. So you can do like an overhead, even though you're minus 16 and they can punish that. Now I'm sitting here, I'm like, do I want to punish this? Because I know it's minus 16, but if I know, like, for example, right, I'm going to do this sequence on my wolf, right? I'm gonna have her do that sequence on Night Wolf, right? I go to punish her, I get hit by that, she gets an entire combo from that. I'm gonna punish that, and then I'm gonna switch back to her. If you time it properly, let's say I try to do something like I go for a higher damage, right? Hold on, let me. I gotta fucking re-record this. This is annoying. Sorry, I was autopiloting. So you do something like this. Shit. I'm sorry. Do something like this, right? Right, I get hit by something like that, right? And you see if I get hit, she gets a guaranteed Oki and shit like that, right? So like I said, I'm gonna try to punish that, and because I committed to punishing her, now you get hit by that bug, and now she gets an entire combo because you got hit by that. So like it makes the opponent stop. You have to actually stop. Also, Night Dash, you can't just jump backward. She has so many counterplay options to that. If the opponent elects to try to jump back, for example, off a lot of her setups, right? Let's say they try to jump backward. Because you're plus 17, you actually get to just meaty them, right? So a lot of the times, what I like to do as Devora is like I check them, and then if they try to get away, I just check they can't. I just jump and they can't stop me. If I know that they're I'll do that if you try to jump too. I'm stop jumping, get clipped by that. There's a lot of counterplays that she has to it, so it's very scary to move, right? Just trying to escape her setups. She can do interesting things like that, right? She can do some interesting sequences like that. You see how that trap hit them late? So one of my favorite sequences is doing something like this, right? I'll do this, and then I'll set that up, and then they'll jump onto that. And you see how I kept that going? You see that? Yeah, you can really start improvising with it, which is why I really like it. And then if they don't jump back on it, what I'll do is this. You see that? You can get really creative. She's a very creative character, but she's very technical because of that, right? Now, let's get into some of her cheaper setups, okay? Her cheaper setups come from meter burn bug, okay? If she meter burns bug, 3 of them are guaranteed to come out, right? And because 3 of them are guaranteed to come out, she can actually do her throw unblockable from you and get a combo from it. So if let's say you land a starter jump 3, right? And then you land something like that, you check them and you go for a throw, and they get hit by that unblockable, you get to start the set play, and you can do another mix up, do another unblockable if you feel like it. You can set up other interesting pressure sequences. You can do interesting things like that, make hard blockables. Just look how much damage you lost of just pure chip from that though, because the chip does massive amount of damage. This does mad chip. The chip on it is very, very noticeable. It does mad chip. You can see yourself getting dwindled down because she's doing things like that, and then she can mix and throw you. In fact, when she does her bug setup, you actually leave blocks in the middle of it, so she can actually grab you in the middle of it and still get a combo from it. It's really good. Her set play is very strong because of it. You're not allowed to wake up. If you wake up, you accept you're getting hit. It doesn't matter. You take the hit, it's thanks. Now I'm going to fucking get an entire combo from you. It's very, very strong. It's really, really good to keep her mix-up game going, right? Especially in the corner. When she wants you here. Once she gets you here, it's fucking party time. Straight up, it's party time. That's it. She's gonna loop shit on you. It's the situation comes that's gonna be really fun. Like that, right? Night Thrash, there's only one character in the game that has an air teleport, and even hers can get fucking covered. What are you talking about? Like that. There's pretty much this is the universal setup for Night Thrash. This is a universal setup. This is a universal setup. No character, every character has to take that. Does not matter who you are or what you are, you have to take that. You cannot move. If you try to move, you will get punished. You cannot jump back. You have to guess. You have to guess what I'm going to do. If you guess wrong, you're at risk of getting hit and dying. Like, straight up. You cannot jump back. You will get hit. It's plus 17. That is immediate. Yes, the setup will work on Scorpion. Yes. Scorpion gets covered. It will come. The bug tracks you. That's the biggest thing you have to keep in mind. This bug is not a set distance, right? Well, so it has a set distance, right? But let's say I do it, right? And then I make Nightwolf, like, let's say, for example, jump forward now, right? I jump forward, right? The bug will go find you. The bug will find you. It'll turn around. Like, it'll go to you. Even though it went that way, it'll find you. It just it tracks you. You see it went the other way, it tracks you, alright? So that's the biggest thing you have to keep in mind. Including on the meter burn one as well. Counters you. It's hard to counter the bugs on Wake Up, Christopher, because, like, that's, like, her entire goal. She wants to, like, get started. Like, even if you delay Wake Up, like, you're at her mercy. Like, if you delay Wake Up here, like, she still doesn't matter. Like, we can literally, I'll just set it to random. Straight up, I'll just set it to random. Like, I don't know if we're gonna, I'll just do something like that. Oh, come here. I'll do something like that. I check you if you're trying to move. I'll still unblockable you from that. It's very, very scary if she gets going. Like, she's very scary to get going. Because then she's, even though it looks like it's a lot of tiny bits of damage, they start adding up very quickly, as you can see. That was only like 15% into like 14% into like grab, into another 14%. But like, that adds up like fast. Like really, really fast. Like, you can see it yourself. Like, his life is very low already from that. It adds up really quickly. Right? When she's doing her set play routes, she can do some interesting things like that. Get an entire combo from that. She can start setting up unblockable shits. Unblockable from you that as well. It's really cheap. She can... You have to keep her out. Like, straight up. But, like, she's really good at getting in and starting her set play. And then getting going. Like, you can just improvise. Like, literally, you just improvise with your mix-ups. Because you know this is an overhead. You know this is a low. So, legit, you can just improvise. Like, so because of that, like, I have, like, really cool setups. Like, shit like this. Like that. Or they get hit low. Let's take them off. Gotta wake up. Because waking up, just keep in mind that they do off delay wake up. You just gotta change your setup. But like you can do whatever you want here. It's literally party time. It's like, what's up? It's party time, asshole. Right? If I time that perfectly, you can actually get a combo from that, like from her sweep. So it's like overhead. You see that? I got a combo from that. From just mixing the opponent up. I can do shit like grab them at the last second, like, and then you get unblockable. Party time. What's up? What's up? And then like it gets really, really overwhelming really quickly. She's mad cool. What's up? What's up? Party time, asshole. Unblockable. Fake. That's a fake unblockable setup to try to escape. Yeah. Oh yeah. By the way, her jumping's broken too. By the way, her jumping is like you jump a lot with this character. Cause look how far this jumping hits. Look at that fucking range. I'm all the way over here. Look at that. Just look at that range. And you can absolutely convert that to like max distance. I fucking love this character. She's so cool. You literally just improvise like your pressure. All your pressure is improvised, like straight up. But that's why she's so technical, and that's why she is so hard. Because you have to improvise everything, all of it. You have to improvise all of it. So the mix-up she gets when she jumps at you from this range is that there is a hurt box on it for sure, and people can hit that button. But she can just empty jump, and if people try to anti-air her empty jump, she can actually punish you. Like if I'm right here and Nightwolf tries to anti-air me from right there, and I opt to empty jump, I'm actually at risk of getting full combo punished. Straight up. Like if I can demonstrate this by going to that range, jumping at him, and doing that, right? Or empty jumping, empty jumping, and then doing something like that, okay? So now I'm gonna set this to random playback. I'm gonna anti-air, right? I'm gonna go for anti-air every time, right? Every time. Wow, I got punished because I tried to anti-air. You see that? I'm like, oh shit. Oh, she didn't fucking do it. Oh, she did it that time. Oh shit, sorry. Yeah, she did it that time. She did it that time. She did. Oh, she didn't do it that time. Then you get full combo punished. So her jumping at you is a mind game, and she hits really far. So that's why she's gonna be really, really scary when she gets, especially when she gets on you because she gets going, because of that. But generally speaking, you need to learn how to improvise and move. And if you get really nice with it, you can start doing some really, really creative stuff. You can like start doing shit like that. Like you can like, you know, like you can literally like do whatever you want. Especially when you condition your opponent. Like you can like you can just keep the setups going. It's so cool. What's up? Like what's up? Like you see how quickly you should get melted. Like if she gets going, you should get melted really quickly. The opponent keeps really guessing wrong. I'll do shit like this. I'll trap them in. Like that. Like, you know, keep that going. What's up? What's up? Let's keep the setups going. What's up? Unblockable. Ah, I'm waking up mashing. I'm gonna fuck. So, and even in the corner, one of the cheeky setups I like to do to people. Let's say I set them to auto block, right? I'll do like this, right? I'll check them with that. They block that, and I'll do that. And then I'll get a combo from that. That's really cheeky. And if I'm really feeling myself, I'm gonna show you something really cool. Ready? Watch this. Fuck, I fucked it up. Right, watch this though. This is one of my favorite setups I like to do with people because everybody loses their shit when I do it. So block one. Oh, I mistimed it. Come on, hold up. I'm sorry. Oh, come on. Give it to me, bro. Fuck. We'll do it right here. Like, we'll max space this, right? Sorry. That was my standard setup. So we'll max space that, right? I like doing that to people. You saw that? That's so sick. It's so cool. It's so cool. Some of her safest ways she gets set up is off of her down 4, actually, which is why she can be so scary. Because she's only -8 when she hits you with this. No character can reach you right there. And if you meet a burden, the bug is guaranteed to come out. Even if he opts to do something about it, if it gets hit by that, even if he opts to like do something about it, like try to hit me, like I have to, as Nightwolf, I have to stop him. Like, oh shit. And then while he's getting hit by that, like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take my turn, right? Like, but I have to stop. Or if I don't stop, like, and then like as I'm getting hit by that, like Devora can quickly take advantage of that and get a combo from that, as you can see, and then like start her mind games and shit like that. So she can definitely get, when she gets going, she can definitely really, really get going. She can trap characters in the corner. You can do like literally you name it. You can do it because you can improvise so much with her. You fucking trap them in the corner. You can't move from that. And then while they're waiting for that to disappear, set that up. Like it's so cool. She just sets up a bunch of shit and then she keeps going. But it's very hard. It can be really frustrating to play her too because, like I said, your biggest weakness is that you don't have a fast mid to counter poke. So because of that, like your fastest mid is your sweep, which is why you see me spam it a lot. It's 12 frames and it's relatively safe if you space it. But if somebody's playing like a down 1 mind game with you, like you have to down 1 back. You have to either commit to throw or you have to down 1 back. What I recommend as Devora and you're playing neutral to somebody is if they down 1 you, I recommend walking back and getting space. She needs space, otherwise she can't really contest up close, and so a lot of people will start mashing down 1 on her because they're like, whatever, all she can do is get a poke from me. So because of that, what I like to do to people who like to mash down 1 is like, sure, they can, down 1 me, right? And I could down 1 them back, but like I don't want to play that mind game because then he could like just do down 1 block and then like he can like just do down 1 block and then throw me, right? Like I can like down 1 and he like does that, right? That's a very annoying mind game to play, okay? So what I like to do is I just gain space. I just take space. So if he tries to do something like this, I can whiff punish him with that, which is really nice. And then I can meter burn bugs and immediately get started. Now I immediately got started. Like, what's up? Let's go. Time to run the set play. It's really nice. Oh, also to keep in mind, you can actually combo after your grab. Let me turn that shit off. You can actually combo after your throw with this. I'll show you. So let's say you check him, then you can actually combo into Fatal Blow, which is really cool. So it can help me in some clutch moments where the opponent has no choice but to block, and so like you have them trapped in the corner or something, right? Like you have them trapped in the corner or something. They have low life, and then you sneak that into the last second, and you fucking kill them. It's so sick. From an unblockable setup, that's so sick. You have to take that. An unblockable setup. It's pretty cool. But yeah, in general, you improvise with her a lot, and you run with the setups. When you have the life lead, I recommend zoning them out. When you have the life lead, but you take her setups, you put them in the corner, and you run with them. You try to sneak in, getting the bug out as much as possible. Any knockdown from this, like I said, any knockdown or like this, pretty much guaranteed. Like meter burn bug is guaranteed every time because it will always come out. Even if they hit you, it will come out. So part of playing Devora is that you want to do things to bait people to hit you so that you win the trade war. So what I like to do with the character a lot, right? Like I said, I'll purposely do something unsafe, like in their face. I'll do something purposely unsafe, and if they block it, sometimes they'll try to punish me. And if you try to punish me, the bug will hit you, right? Like I'll do something unsafe like this, and I demonstrated before. They'll block that, and they'll try to punish me, and then the bug will hit them, right? Like let's say, like I said, we'll demonstrate right here, right? Oh shit, right? Okay. So we'll do that. I'm gonna do something unsafe. I'm like, oh shit, right? That's what I want. I'll purposely do something unsafe. I'll try to punish it. And then while they're getting hit by that, I can get a full combo from them. Like, thanks, idiot. Time to die. It's really, really cool. Like, it's pretty sick. And like, you just take all their life for free. So yeah, that's why she's so technical though, because you have to know how to make those calls. It's really hard to know how to make those calls and like what's the most optimal thing to do at all times. Which is why sometimes I get lost too. I'm like, damn, what was the smart thing to do here? But like that's part of playing Devora is like you can either opt to space them out. I recommend throwing her throw game. She can sneak in a lot of throws for free. Like she has a lot of ways to sneak in throws on her setups for free. Which I recommend throwing a lot with her. Because like I said, people are scared of the bugs. They don't want to get hit by the bugs. So like, I'll set up, they'll block that or something, and then while they're blocking that, I'll run up and I'll throw them. Right? And then I'll start like my grappling game. Or if I need to keep my space over here and I want them to get too close, because you don't want to be right here. You're going to be at least right here, outside of the range. So that even if they block this, like you're spaced out. So if they try to come at you, you can block back. The last couple things I'm going to go over is part of the reasons why I think this variation is better. So absolutely. She was 100% a mind game character. So not only is she a very technical and setup based character, but the biggest thing about her is that in this variation, she actually gets access to new crushing blows and safer strings and safer pressure. The reason why I don't like Arachnophobia as much is because Arachnophobia only gets this string. She has nothing else. She only gets this string, and that's a high. You can just duck it. And this by itself is -12. So you really have no mind game, or if you want to be safe, you have to come off meter. Like, if you want to be safe, you have to, or you will get punished every time. In this variation, she gets access to this new overhead. While you can flawless block it, she gets a new mind game from it though, right? Because you have to block that overhead. And because you have to block that overhead, then she can sneak that in and go for her plus pressure, right? She can sneak that in and then they start doing shit like that, right? Or she even gets this, which is that's even though it's unsafe, that's meant to fuck with somebody's flawless block. If somebody tries to flawless block this, right? If somebody tries to flawless block this and you do that, and they try to flawless block and then you lose guard, they get hit by that, and you get crushing load. And the crushing load requirement is to get hit on the last hit. So like you have to be very careful, which means she can safely stick this move out because you're looking for so many options. She has so many options. That will crushing blow their opponent if they block the last hit very late. So if they block the last hit, like late, they will get crushing blowed by that, right? And so because they're looking for all these options, right? They're constantly looking for the like that. They're looking for that because you're +4 after this, so you can establish pressure. You're +4, right? And then you can start mixing in throw games. You can start walking back and doing shit like that. It's really, really sick. And then once you really got them conditioned, then you can start doing this shit. No, these reactions are not. These options are not reactable. So once you really got them conditioned, you can start being cheeky. You can start doing things like Oh, and then by the time they realize that came out, it's too late. Even if they want to hit you, it's too late. Nope, can't. Too late. Now they have to accept it's coming out, and they have to run for their lives. So what I see a lot of people often do on my setups, right? They try to walk outside of the range of them, right? They try to walk outside of the range of them a lot. What am I trying to do? Right. So let's say I land a standard combo, right? So I'll get hit by that, and they'll try to walk away, right? If they try to walk away, you literally like I'm gonna try to get away from this. They try to. You see how he tries to backdash away from the bug? Sure, he can walk outside the bug's range, but you need to use that to your advantage because you know the opponent wants to avoid the bug. They're gonna want to try to move out the range, so you use the threat of the bug to get free damage essentially, because they try to walk away from it, and then you get another hit for free because they try to move. And because now they're like, fuck, I got punished for trying to get away from the bug. Now they're gonna respect the bug next time. And now they're gonna respect the bug, and if you respect the bug, like now she gets to start her shit. Like right as you can see, she gets to start her shit. Like she gets to do whatever the fuck she wants to you, which is why she can get really, really scary, to be honest, when she gets going. And like I said, when you're doing those cheeky setups, what I like to do is like when people are like oh shit, he did a bug. A lot of times, random reactions I get here is literally I'll do something like this. They're like, oh shit, and then randomly like right there, they just like to jump. I don't know why. They just jump forward, and then I just anti-air them. You can do some shit like that, and then you jump like stupid. Like you're like stop jumping, and then like if you time this perfectly, hold up. Wait. So if you time this perfectly, you can anti-air them, and the bug will hit them, and you get a combo from that. You improvise the combo, right? You stop jumping, like some shit like that, right? Or sometimes when I'm being cheeky, you know, when I'm playing this mix-up game or this mix-up game, I'll start doing things like this, right? And sometimes when people realize I'm doing this, like their natural reaction is to jump forward, and by the time they realize it's too late, and then like when they realize it's too late to jump forward, they're like, nope. Every time if they try to jump forward, the shit is lit, and you get that, and he's like, yeah, asshole, you won't fucking do that again, right? Just from them jumping forward. Look how much potential life they lost for that. Potential life you lost because he decided to jump forward. Like, that's OD, and you keep your setups going. Now you can trap them. So like, what I like to do after like backthrow and shit too, right? I like to throw the bug right here, and people like to walk away, right? Like I said, people like walking outside the range of the bug, right? So you use that to your advantage. They want to walk outside that range, right? They want to walk outside the range of that bug, and then you do shit like this to them. You're like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm bad. You throw this bug out. They can't really approach the space anymore safely. They cannot approach safely. They try to walk back, and now we get the dilemma. Oh, can't walk back. There's a bug behind you. So what do you do? What do you do? You gotta be very careful, because when people want to try to avoid your setups, you can start setting up behind them. It's like, yeah, that's safe now because they can't really approach me, and then you can start, you know, running with them and shit. And like I said, you can start doing mind games with your pressure too. Like, even though this is -6, you can stagger this into that, because people like to try to take a turn after that, and then they get hit by that, and then they get hit by that. You start your throw game, and then you could get cheeky with that too. Even though this is unsafe as hell, you can do that. By the time that hits the ground, by the time they realize you did that, it's too late. And then they have to stop. They have to stop or they get punished. Straight up, you'll get punished. You have to stop. Thanks. If you don't stop, and then because you know they have to stop, they eventually respect you. So sure, you'll get hit in the face, right? Like, she'll get hit in the face here. Like, she'll do something like this or something unsafe. She'll get hit in the face, and then she'll run up and quickly grab you, and you're just unblockable. It's really cool. Really cool. You just keep the setups going. You just keep the setups going. Improvise. You just keep improvising. It's really cool. Just keep them going. Blockable. Like, you just improvise. You just fucking improvise. One more thing that's really powerful in this variation that she does not get over arachnophobia is that her 7-frame punish becomes dangerous. In the other variation, the only thing that she can get from her 1-1 from her 1 punish, which is 7 frames, so she does have a 7-frame punish, which is very nice. The only thing she can get is 1-1 and 1-2, or 1-2, you know, EX that, or 1-2, Swarm or 1-2. Sorry, 1-2 Fatal Blow, right? That's your only punishes you get if you ever punish somebody with a standing 1 with this character, right? So you're not getting very much damage if you punish her with standing 1, except in this variation. If an opponent does an unsafe move or you counter hit them in this variation, you get access to not only this side switching move, which is phenomenal by itself already. Like, it's map plus, it side switches for you, you can set up with it, you can move with it, but if they get counter hit by it, it actually crushing blows, and it does massive amount of damage, and you can start your setups. So it's really good for, like, let's say you're in the corner and they do something unsafe. It's like, wow, now your ass is in the corner. You took mad damage. Now I'm gonna start my throw game. What's up? Yeah, sorry, yeah. Now I'm gonna start my fucking throw game. Like, or I can fucking, too late. You realize I can't fucking not too late. Now you got unblockable. Now we're partying. What's up, asshole? What's up? Unblockable. Like, like, that shit is so cheap. She can really get going. But yeah, that's partially why I think Buzzed is better. The neutral game is better, her pressure is better, she covers all wake-ups, but she does slightly less damage. Because that is to cover everything. But it's fair, because she gets to cover all your stuns. So now, I'm going to go over Arachnophobia. This one should be rather quick, because it's rather rudimentary. It's really, really simple. So, let's get to it, right? So in this variation, the most notable thing she gets is the teleport, right? It's really good for anti-zoning. Like, if I see Nightwolf, like, fucking raise his shit, sorry, like, raise his fucking arrow at me, I'm like, oh shit, idiot. And I get a nice combo from that. I get this nice little cool combo from it, right? The second thing about it is that my bugs, when they come in contact with you, they actually stick to you, right? Up to 5 bugs. And then you can enhance by clicking down 1 and get guaranteed, if you have 5 bugs on them, guaranteed unblockable 15%. So her EX Swarm, even though in the other variation her Swarm isn't really used, even though it is a nice restand and it's +4, it's not really used in the other variation because the set play in that other variation is much better than going for the restand. But in this variation, the restand is way better. Because when you do that, this puts a bug on them, right? That puts a bug on them. And if you EX it, it automatically puts all 5 bugs on them. So you're looking at instantly potential, like 15%. Like a basic ass combo like this, like instantly does like mad damage. Like, except you're losing 15%. And you will die from that too. If you're low on life, you will actually die from that. So you have to be very careful. Especially in the corner, like if you like set them up in the corner, that's 38% of your life instantly. Straight up, that's 38%. That wasn't even the optimal combos. The biggest thing that you get about this variation is that now she gets access to her grab crushing blow. If she has a single bug on you and she forward throws you, you will get crushing blow from her forward throw. The more bugs on you, the more damage the crushing blow will do, right? I see that one does 30%. For every single bug that's on you, just an additional 2%. So if we put all 5 bugs in them at the same time, and we forward throw them, we'll get 37%. The second biggest perk about this variation is that you get really good unbreakable damage. The unbreakable damage in this variation is fucking godlike. Hold on, what the fuck is my pad doing? Hold up. Please switch things. Thank you. Okay, so the other thing that you get in this variation is that the unbreakable damage is actually like OD in this variation. So check this out, right? I'm gonna set them to breakaway, right? They have to take all of this, like. That's all guaranteed damage. They have to, no matter what, you're taking that. In the other variation, they can escape that, right? And that's all you're getting from that. But in this variation, you can get some good damage before they're allowed to break. Like that's pretty good fucking damage. You can even do something like this too. If you have Fatal Blow ready, this is all guaranteed unbreakable. Oh, sorry. Fucking my pad's being weird. Actually, my L2's let me switch to my other pad. So. This is all, like, even if they try to break away or not, they're taking this damage guaranteed. They cannot stop this, no matter what. They're accepting they are taking that much damage. You're just taking all that guaranteed. And if you don't break away, that's gonna save 40%. Like if you don't break away from this combo, you're gonna take even more damage. So you accept that damage that she gets off of this, it's guaranteed. You're taking that, whether you like it or not. And the damage she can rack in this variation is very massive. Roughly 40%, right? The damage she gets in this variation is very massive. Like, this is her basic BNB in this variation for 1 bar. See that? 29% into a restand, into a bug setup. So that means if everything goes your way, do something like that. Do something like that and dash up grab. Like, that sequence alone just did, like, more than half your life, right? She can, like, extend really heavily, too. Like, she can get some high extensions with this, too. Sorry. You can do something like this. Yeah, it's like something like that. You can opt to go for set play, because she does have set play in this variation, too. It's just not as useful. Like, you can go for something like that, yeah. That will cover most wake-ups, too. Like, this standard setup covers every single wake-up in the game. Like, just doing that. Like, so, granted, in both the variations, you do get this. This is useful if you just want to cover the wake-up. Let's say they try to get up mode, right? And he tries to do a eviction kick, right? He can do that, and he wakes up, he gets hit, and he gets punished for that. So you can cover people's wake-ups really nicely. Really, really nicely. And if he tries to get away, let's say I send him to random. Sorry. Oh, come on. Do it. You just, oh, sorry. On. Random. Oh, fuck. Random, okay. Random, right? You can punish that. You punish every single option. So if you want to cover every single wake up in this variation, you can do that as well. It covers everything. Covers everything, as you can see. They have to actually take it. Straight up, they have to take this. So you just block and see what they do. You literally just block and see what they do. And it covers everything. You can do this in the other variation, which allows you to do some pretty cool setups with it too. But that all comes with improvising. But in this variation, if you just want to cover every single wake up, you can do that as well. And if they wake up and block it, let's say, yeah, I send them to auto block, and they wake up and block it, you're plus 36. They took guaranteed 2% from that. Guaranteed 2%, so that's 20%. And then you can go for like a throw setup or something like that. It's just a nice way to, like, she's a set play character, so it's a nice way to, like, cover, like, make somebody have to take something on wake up. It's really nice. She could actually even do a guaranteed unblockable in this variation too. If for whatever reason you need the unblockable, then you can do this. And they have to take that. They can't stop that. They should have just can't. They can't stop that. So it's rather pointless, to be honest, but this restands you, so I mean the option's there, you know. Like that's a restand, which is really cool if you need to like get a throw game going. She also gets this access combo starter too. Like in the other variation, you can't do this, right? You can't do that. But in this variation, you can do that, which is nice. You can do that. And go into that, and like I said, start your throw game. Generally speaking, she spaces you out, she zones you out, she wants to get as many bugs on you as possible in this variation, and then she starts like, you know, calling them back and getting guaranteed damage, right? And then other things like I said, the damage output is astronomical, to be honest. Like it's really huge freaking if you can hit this fucking variation. Like it's mad damage. In fact, like don't even get me started. If you fucking jump at her in this variation, oh my fucking god, say goodbye to your life. Check this fucking out. Like, oh man, just like, let's say I don't have Fatal Blow, but you jumped at me like an idiot. Like, watch your fucking life bar. This is the corner BNB. That's optimal, okay? Keep this in mind. Like, what the fuck happened to your life? Okay, so let's stop him from jumping now. Okay, it's like, wow, I just fucking ate shit. Like, if you fucking eat shit in this variation, don't get me anti-aired. Like, don't fucking jump. Like, you'll die. like, you'll eat shit, bro. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. Even mid-screen, if she jumps at you, like, don't fucking do it, alright? Just, it's not worth it. You'll die. You'll die. Like, 1 bar. This is just 1 bar. Just 1 bar. That was 1 bar. If you have Fatal Blow already, oh my fucking god, say goodbye to your life bar. Oh my god. Say goodbye to your fucking life bar, friend. It does so much damage. It's very simple, but like the damage is massive. And then just like, yeah, asshole, what's up? Bitch. And like, it just racks up really quickly. In the corner, you get even more damage. You can actually get 60%. Optimally in the corner, you get 60% if they jump at you. Oh my god. Like, ah! Oh my fucking god, my life. Oh, there's so much. 62. Oh yeah, I didn't go over her. These are her general, down to crushing low combos. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's say like you down to them in the corner in this variation. I forgot to go over these. Down to them. You do something like that. You do like A. Something like that. Really, really nice damage. Mid screen, you can pretty much do the same combo. You can pretty much do the same combo. You do that as well. You're gonna keep it simple. If you want to keep it simple, you can just do that. You can just do. You can go for set play if you want. Oh shit. Yeah, you can do that. You can. I'm sorry, I fucked up. You can do this. Go for set play. You can do a lot of things with this variation. But in the other variation, all you really get is you pretty much just set up immediately. It's really hard to get any of her optimal combos that she can actually get from it, because she can actually link like a button into this. Like, if you're like really nice, it's so hard, but like it's so hard. Like, you can actually do that. It's just really fucking difficult. Like, it's like to the point it's not worth it. Like at that point, because of how difficult this is, it's not worth it. It's that difficult, in my opinion. Like, she can't. It's so hard. There's no reason to. There's just no reason. Don't even worry. What I recommend in this variation, you just do this. Go for the setup. Just go for your setup. And if you need to cash out, you just. That's it. Corner, if you need to cash out, you can go A. Oh, sorry. You can do like A. Sorry. You can do that. If you're nice, you can. I'm gonna try to go for it, but it's so hard. Fucking hell. I'm not even trying. Like, even just trying to do an easy variant, it's like, it's so difficult. Yeah, it's not worth it. I recommend just go for the setup. The corner, especially, just go for the setup. I just like, blockable setup. Keep your set play going. It racks up though, which is nice. Racks up nicely. And like I said, remember the set play setup, the universal set play setup you can do? You can do that in both variations, right? But in this variation, you have an additional set play option, which means you can sorry. While they're sitting there blocking that little trap right there, this is guaranteed. They can't stop that. They can't stop that from coming out. That is guaranteed. Nobody can punish this. You're only -8. They can't stop that. And then because it's guaranteed to come out, like, you can like actually start running your shit, which is really, really cool. Honestly, I should do this because it's cheap. It's actually mad cheap. Like, it's like, it just covers everything, and you can start improvising from it. And while they're blocking that, you can like, get cheeky with it. You can, like, you can just do some cool shit. Like, Alright, and that pretty much concludes the Devora thing. She's very solid. She wants to play at this range all the time. Very, very, and the other variation is very simple, but this variation is technical. She can set play you, because that's her biggest thing. She covers all wake-ups. She's meant to be the character that doesn't care about your wake-ups. She just just ignores your wake-up. She's like, you see your wake-up? I'm ignoring it. Fuck you. And that's it. Like, that's literally it. She's like, you see your wake-up? Fuck your wake-up. And that's it. And I'm pretty sure you can jump out of this. Let me verify this. Let me verify this. Yeah, you can jump out of that. But like, because you know they can jump out of that, you can like you can go for shit. A lot of people like to jump back in this situation, right? So they'll try to jump back in that situation, right? You just fucking anti-air them for free. Like, literally, you just anti-air them. Stop moving, stop moving. People try to run away. They try to run away from all your setups, and you just fucking hit them. It's like you're just like you're an idiot. Time to die. Like I can't even react. Like I'm like, oh, he jumped. Come here. Like it's really nice. Yeah. Oh yeah. And anti-air combos. Right. Okay. Like I said, your standing one's pretty good. And this variation, that's all you really do. You just do that. Yeah. You just set up. Because thanks. I get a free setup now. Can't jump out of that, friend. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. You can do some really sick stuff too. Like if you know the bug is gonna hit, you can restand them. Like hold up, let me see if we can do this in the corner, right? So like you can do like you can like set this up, and then that restands them, right? Like you can like, let's say you do some like an EX bug, right? You can like, sorry, you can like, fuck, I gotta time this. Hold up. So like you can like hold on, let me see if I can time it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, hold up. Let me do that. We'll put some in the air instantly. Fuck, I'll put some in the air instantly. You see that he got restood by that, and he took that last one guaranteed. Like that's the cool stuff right there. I love, like that's guaranteed. They had to take. He can't even jump out of that. He has to take that. Yeah, he had to take that. So you can do some really cool, like neat stuff with that stuff too in this variation. And the other variation, they jump at you. You actually get to delete them if they jump at you in this variation. It's actually like really good. Jump forward. You can actually land that. You can actually even do this. Oh fuck! If you're nice, you can do this. You can. Fuck. Fuck. I'll just do this. This is the easy version. Easy version is that, and standing 2 into that. That, A. You can do like, A. Sorry. I'm pretty sure that's what you do. Let me double check. Just do that, which is pretty good damage into a restand. You can do some shit like that. Corner, they jump at you. You do that. In the corner, they jump at you. Pretty fucking good damage for jumping at her. That's like almost 28%, and then she gets to special throw loop game. And then she can start being lame and so spacing you out. So she starts really spacing you out. She's not as aggressive in this variation, but getting hit by her in this variation, the damage is really huge. So you don't want to get hit. Is there anything else I'm missing? What she can do in this variation? I think I'm missing something. Oh yeah. What I like to do with her too is that this is +1. Granted, most people can beat you out. What I like to do is like I'll do that and then I'll backdash because people like to mash here, right? Or they'll flawless block it, right? They can flawless block this, right? Sorry. Alright. They can flawless block that full combo punisher. They can actually they don't even need to launch her. They can just standing one punisher. Here, if you time it perfectly, you can just punish her with that, right? So the mind game here that she can actually do to you, if you know your opponent's going to do that, because you have to release block to flawless block, she can actually do this, and that will fuck with the flawless block, or she can stagger that. That's a really good stagger. It's one of my favorite staggers with her, because they're constantly looking for the flawless block, so I'll do things like that, I'll walk back and space them out. Or I'll finish it and then I'll walk back and space them out again. Or, you know, I'll check them with the down 4. Maybe I might mash again. What's up? You know? Now I can scare the down 1 and things like that. But otherwise, yeah, she's rather simple and basic in this variation. And but the other variation is pretty hard. And like I said, you commit a lot more with this move, which is why I don't like this variation. While in the other variation, the setup one, you don't have to commit as much. The neutral's stronger, and the setups and potential and set play is stronger. But yeah, she's really good. You grab loop a lot with her. I like her a lot. I like her space control. She's fun. And yeah, that pretty much sums up most of the warrior guide, I think. She's hard. Probably the hardest character in the game to play, to be honest. But if you can do it, she's fucking godly. In my opinion, I think she is A+. Very solid, but she is very hard to use. With that being said, I'm going to end the stream here, Thanks for watching. I'm gonna get some food and fucking sleep. So, I'll talk to you beautiful people soon. Peace.